This is gonna be a wild ride, though. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh boy, here we go. Actually, this is a good overview. How many characters in IDW are there? Okay, that's reasonable.
Yeah, much more reasonable than what we were doing before, because...
Okay.
This would be a nightmare. Okay. The diamond
Is there any way to rename the tiers?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Do we just put them as budget thresholds?
Yes.
Rough and Tumble, as much as I like them, are definitely shotgun to the face tier. No offense.
No, here's the thing. I don't even think it's necessarily shotgun to the face. I think a low caliber handgun would do in the fact of No, not low enough for black powder.
Like do we shoot him with a high point?
Glock.
Glock.
I'm gonna get on a fucking list for this.
Who gives a crap? We're tier listing Sonic characters. I'm like, how?
Well, no, my search history goes as such. How much is a Magnum? How can you make a pipe bomb?
Give me a quick second, by the way. I'm just going to...
Alright, here we go.
There we are.
Oh god, Mimic is gonna be such a pain in the ass.
Mimic's
this is where we'd need to bring in the prep time.
Because he's like the one person... The thing is with Mimic is that, like...
He's used to assassinations! You're no different!
Yeah, here's the thing. At the same time, if you actually prove to be enough of a threat, his priorities are just gonna shift.
Here's the thing. This is one of those, you've only got one chance. We'll eventually be getting to characters where you've only got one chance to finish it this fight because there isn't gonna be a next fight.
Yeah.
You're not gonna live long enough for a next fight.
I'm gonna be freaking real with you. In terms of, like, Mimic, the issue with Mimic isn't specifically that, you know, frickin' he can just assassinate you. You can learn to work around that. The issue is that the moment that he realizes it isn't worth dealing with you, he just leaves.
Yeah, he leaves. You've got to make sure he can't leave. Oh god, the Sinister Six are gonna be such a fucking pain. Alright, well, let's just go in canonical order here. Who's up next, first of all?
Rouge. Another gun operative, might I add?
Oh, fuck. I'm going off the basis we can't hire help.
No, we
can't. Shadow's up there and you don't. You don't.
I'm going to say yes, you can hire help. Because if you can't hire
I'm saying the only help you can hire is the AI you buy.
That's fair, but I'm going
because otherwise we would just pay off Eggman.
Well, no, okay, we can't pay off canon characters. That's what I'm gonna go with. We can't pay off anyone else on this list to just murk them. We can pay for soldiers, stuff like that. We can't pay to have, like, freaking Zarvok freaking make Metal Sonic do that.
I'm just, yeah. The thing is, the reason why I don't want to hire help is because that kind of devalues the purpose of could you win a one-on-one and what it would take.
I mean, that's fair.
So as for Rouge, oh dear god, a fucking gun operative.
It's like, if anyone's like a gun
So the average soldier is up, I'm just gonna go ahead and say a flat 10 to 100k is probably not gonna cut it because that's around your average soldier loadout. Actually, no. Military cheapest budget, cheapest buyer, that shit's made of plastic.
That's the issue. Don't go military grade. Military grade sucks dick.
Alright, here you go. Here's your budget. Armor, kinda don't give a shit. She doesn't have a gun, and if she hits you, you're probably gonna die anyway. She's gonna crack your back like a fucking glow stick.
Yeah.
Grenade launcher and a handgun that has an extended magazine.
Yeah.
Grenade launcher to pray to God you can catch them in Sunblast, and a handgun with an extended magazine for if they notice the grenade launcher, which they will. So just get ready to be hot swapping like fucking V1. So let's just go ahead and spend. Okay, yeah, actually.
Average soldier average. Here's the thing.
10,000 to 100,000. Put them there because your average grenade launcher. I don't know the price of that, but you're gonna want a reliable one. So probably kind of want to expend a bit more on that.
If you can ground her and like knock out her mobility, you're gonna have a much better time fighting.
Just wear them down at that point. It's just you need the grenade launcher. Try not to catch yourself in your own blast. If they get close, switch to the pistol with an extended magazine.
Yeah.
As for what kind of caliber, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Just probably not 22. Probably for anything like 45 bigger. But not Deagle size, because you want to be able to withstand the recoil. Oh boy, up next is SBO. Here we go again. Oh shit. We're not getting breaks.
You don't get breaks. The one break is Jewel, where you can just hit her with a sledgehammer.
I mean, that's free, honestly. It's like they're one of the few that is just on the basis of free. In the fact of, yeah, a one-on-one fist fight, you could win. Reasonably.
Could win. Even then, I'd still prefer
and then there's SBO and whatnot, and dear God. Alright, here we go.
SBO is sort of, you're gonna need a thermal scope and a gun, and even then, you're probably gonna want some good armor for resisting stab wounds.
Alright, so full Kevlar outfit. How much is Kevlar? How much is a...
Okay. Is Kevlar good at stopping knives? You need to research that.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, yeah, Kevlar outfit, that's something you want. Gun.
Because they're used for riots.
We'll go with the typical shotgun range.
Yeah, security high-vis Kevlar.
Yeah,
that's made to withstand knives, so...
Yeah, and you needed a frickin' thermal cam as well.
Yeah, so thermal vision. A Kevlar vest is in the hundreds. Okay, so let's just say $500 for a full Kevlar outfit, because a Kevlar vest is roughly $161. So we can go ahead and say that in the $500 category for a full Kevlar outfit. How much is heat vision? Thermal goggles.
Okay, it's blending in, not necessarily manipulating light. Okay.
Alright, okay, another $200. Actually, that depends. So let's go, holy shit! Hey, our budget just exceeded, so let's go with the ATN PVS 73, which is an auto monocle heat vision.
Alright, that puts it within like 10k, 100k range.
Yes, because that is $3,000. $3,399.
And now you have to deal with Tangle. I know that, like, I should have done, like, 1 billion before, like, the 850 billion, but I don't care. If we're in that range, you're probably...
If you're in that range, go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Tangle. Oh, God. Actually, hold up here. Here's your winning strat.
Yeah?
The M60. And, yeah, first of all, any gun that can fire full auto... Actually, hold up. Never mind, an Uzi. No, Uzi. Extended magazine Uzi. Drum mag on an Uzi. No armor, because it doesn't fucking matter. You're gonna get crushed anyway. If they grab you, they'll crush you like a can, or they'll throw you against a wall till you're done. Your armor doesn't matter.
Honestly, here's the thing with Tangle, is that, like, she has a no-kill rule as well, at least to some extent, when it comes to, like, dealing with...
Yeah.
Doesn't help, but, like, it's just something...
Here's the thing, they use blunt. Armor is meant for projectiles, more or less against blunt. I mean, yeah, we can burn more money on, like, an exosuit, but you don't need to.
Tangle, no offense. Don't go for, like, ballistic protection, go for knight armor.
Even then, you don't necessarily need armor, that's more optional. So, actually, they're... Actually, 1,000 to 10,000. If not lower. Your best bet would be an Uzi with a drum magazine. Pray to God that shit doesn't jam.
Yeah.
As for strategies, spray and pray.
Literally the best tactic you can do. If you can injure her tail, things become a lot more approachable, but she's still gonna be a nightmare to deal with.
Also, Uzis have a foldable stock, so use that to your advantage. Or get one with a foldable stock.
Actually freaking hit your shots. That puts her at 110k. Thing is with Tangle is that she's freaking Tangle.
I mean, yeah, here's the thing. Their whole strategy is jump around and try to hit you. If you spray enough, there'll eventually be no safe place to stand. That's what you're trying to get. It's just no safe place to be at once.
I wanna double check her powers.
I know they can contort their body absurdly, but you're just...
Yeah. Actually, if you're in a bad situation with Tangle, the best way to handle things is literally lock yourself in a vault.
Try to fight them in an enclosed area. Although, no, they could just leave. They just leave the fight, which you don't want.
Well, I mean, better to freaking, like, fall back and recuperate than get freaking murked. No offense to Tangle, I know she's not going to, but it's the better alternative of the two.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I'm going with the Macro Uzi 1600, this thing. This is its fire rate. This is what you're hoping for.
Yeah, I know. Better to stick with the Uzi.
The Macro Uzi, yeah, you can't dodge all that eventually.
Yeah, and hitting Tangle's tail's the better way to, like, take her down. So, yeah, 1 to 10. I don't want to, like, freaking, like, shoot down like, Tangle this far.
I know it's kind of hard to... I know it is kind of sad to underplay, however, there is going to be moments where it's just, if you can get a macro Uzi, shit becomes a lot easier, but you're just preying on the bases they can't hit you. All you're doing is persuading them not to hit you. Free. I'm sorry, free.
Yeah. Sorry, Jewel.
Vector, oh dear god, pistols aren't gonna work. Shotgun. That's the shotgun tier, which is 600. 600, so, actually, yeah.
Charmy goes in one.
Free.
Free?
No, he's actually... No, yeah, he actually can fight. Never mind. Yeah, you'd need
hold on. I need to, like, double-check, because it's been a while since I've dealt with, like, IDW.
Oh, boy, here's the thing with Charmy. He's arguable on both fronts.
Actually, wait a minute. Here's the thing about Vector. He does have an ability that could be a very big problem.
Oh, fuck. What is it? The ability to just withstand ammunition of any caliber? I swear to God.
No, it's not that, actually. If I can pull up his page, where I can actually show off his powers, he does have a unique power that could... Okay. Here we are, Vector the Crocodile. This is actually really important because... Here we are. Yeah, power type, blah, blah, blah. Good at swimming. He does have a spin attack move. Here's the thing. Vector isn't stupid. He also has, like, frickin'...
He breathes fucking fire. Jesus.
And he can also frickin', like... He also has, like, frickin' the ability to, like, do a sonic shout, by the way. Keep that noted. That actually was used in IDW, the sonic shout ability. I bring this up for good reason, because you need to deal with that. Vector's also strong.
Yeah, here's the thing. All of this, you need range.
Yeah.
Push comes to shove, buy a fireman's outfit. That puts, how much is a fireman's outfit?
Incredible jaw strength, Sonic Scream. The Sonic Scream's the best freaking, like, problem.
$700 for a safeguard firefighter. Okay, yeah, they are, like, itching the line.
Yeah, the issue is with Vector is that you're dealing with, like, a lot of issues, primarily as Sonic Scream. Which is something that's used in IDW.
Yeah, it would, though. I don't know how to counter that, though.
Yeah, the issue is
you're probably just gonna... It's probably gonna be an exchange of blows where you both end up dying because he ruptures your internal organs and you get off a shot. Congrats, you're both done.
I don't know how durable Vector is, though. On top of all of this, you have to wrestle.
Yeah, that's the thing. He actually does... Okay, how about this? Instead of 12 gauge, go for 10 gauge. 10 gauge would do it. How much is 10 gauge? Okay, no, that actually probably would kick his ranking up higher here. How much?
Do we put him... Yeah, the thing... I bring this up for good reason. That's... Okay, that kicks him up to, like, I'm guessing 100k? No offense?
Yeah, probably.
It's just, here's the thing. I feel bad for leaving Tangle at 1k to 10k. But in all due respect with her, is that, like, she's just good at fighting. To which, no offense to her, if you get, like, a bad time, this is, like, minimum viable,
Holy
like,
shit, that is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 10 gauge is what you'd need, and that is really expensive. Yeah, that's kicking him up.
That's kind of the thing. Even
wait, no, the limit is $1,000. Oh, no, yeah, he stays there, but he's extremely high on that list.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
No, not $1,000. Kick him up back to with Rouge, because you're gonna need that money, because 10 gauge apparently costs upwards of over fucking who knows how much. That shit tons of money.
Oh, wait, frick me. Okay, yikes. I didn't expect Vector to be this high up. We're dealing with, like, actual freaking competent threats.
Yeah, because you need a fireman's outfit, and you need a 10 gauge shotgun. That's more than $10,000. Yeah.
Gosh.
Along with hearing protection.
Yeah.
Like actual industrial grade hearing protection, and probably the hospital bill for your ruptured organs.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue with Vector, is that, like, fighting him is a big issue. He's like one of those few times where, yeah, you can win. Odds are he's gonna come out of that fight alive while you're dead. Yeah, you could technically win. You'll be the victor for like 5 seconds before you realize, oh, my liver is broken and so are my kidneys. I'm dying.
It's an exchange of blows. You both die, but you technically win because he drops first. and you, I don't know, walk for 10 minutes, 5 minutes too.
It's a knife fight. One person dies in the scene, the other dies on the way to the hospital. And even then,
that's how it should be.
Yeah, even then, might I add, Vector isn't stupid. Odds are, if you try to blast him with a 10 gauge and he goes, "Oh, that could actually hurt me," he's probably.
That's why you got one shot. That's why I said 10 gauge and not 12. 10 gauge should drop someone in one shot. You're trying to do these You're trying to do the battle with him where you drop him in one shot because you're not getting a second. That's what sucks with a good chunk of these people. You've got one shot because you're never getting a second. They're too smart. You're preying on the surprise tactic, because if they had any prep time, they'd already know what they're fighting, and you're kind of fucked at that point, because a human isn't doing shit.
Speaking of, Starline!
Jesus. Okay, let's put him in the middle at first, here. Let's just put him in the middle of what we'd need, and then probably rank him up there. No, middle, 10.
Like
oh, wait, there is no middle, I'm sorry.
About someone who was able to develop Kitten Surge. He's smart. And furthermore, he has the Warp Topaz.
He could teleport your own bullets back to you if he's fast enough.
If he's fast enough and realizes you're about to shoot him, he's going to open a portal at the barrel of your gun and freaking point it right back at you.
Oh god, he can.
And if you try to use an explosive against you, he'll just drop the grenade.
You can't lob anything at him because he'll just send it right back at you because Warp Topaz fuck you.
Yeah, you get one shot. I want to leave it that you don't. The issue is with Starlight is that he's also a psychiatrist. In the sense of, he probably is able to deduce your personality to some extent. He has his own.
Here's what you do. Alright, here we go. We're putting him a rank higher because we're gonna need this. Let me look up the price tag.
You get a sniper rifle and you pray to everything when you catch him on an off day.
50mm anti tank.
All these characters are off the basis that you jump them first. That's kind of the kicker.
Alright, here you go. Here's what you need. Oh god, can it fucking show me the prices? I fucking hate Google so much. How much is it to tell me the price?
You're not using Google, you're using Bing.
Oh, it sucks ass. Bing sucks.
Anyways.
I use it because it's the most convenient. Still fucking sucks.
Yeah, anyways. Okay, here's the
much is a 20.
Okay. Shopping.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. I was born in 10, 19... Fuck you. 1900. Verify. Kiss my ass. Here we go. The 20mm semi-automatic anti-tank gun. Because you're getting one shot, it don't miss. It's too fast a portal. Because that bullet speed is way too high. And if you get a sniper on him... No red dot. For the love of God, no red dot.
Do not use a red dot. You're freaking hard-scoping that sucker.
Yeah, you need to hard scope, which, hey, good news it has.
Yeah.
It costs $6,500. That's surprisingly cheap, but it's illegal.
I feel like we need to clarify that this is off the mental prospect that you're jumping these characters. Because that's like the baseline.
I'm going off the basis of you and them meet in a blank. Who knows where? Safe, warehouse, middle of a grass field, fucking subway.
Well, at that point, you're kind of screwed, because if you point the gun at Starlight, he's just going to preemptively open a portal at you.
Oh, God, that's the problem. Ghillie suit! There you go, ghillie suit. How much is a ghillie suit's $100. I got mine for like $100.
Okay, one.
Okay, ghillie suit, anti-tank rifle, and a pray to God you don't miss this next shot. That's actually cheap, surprisingly.
Cheap.
You're only buying one round because you're only getting one.
You need a way to distract him as well.
Flashbang.
Yeah, flashbang.
Ah, fuck, no explosive shit. Well, no.
No, you can still throw the flashbang or like actually throw a smoke bomb at your feet.
That big purpose is the ghillie suit.
Well, no, it still gives a moment where you can disengage and he has to look for you. And with the ghillie suit, he still has to look for you. It's just harder to find you.
Well, if you get a flashbang in there, you stun him and he can't move necessarily, because flashbangs, as proven by the world's strongest man, Houston Jones, a flashbang will drop a full-grown adult.
That's kind of the thing. Here's the thing.
So a flashbang, which I'm guessing is probably $600 to produce, military budget-wise, is probably $600. No, it's $100.
The issue with the flashbang
it gets you too.
Okay, the thing is with the flashbang is that there's a 2-second reaction window, and if Starline throws that back at you, that's an issue. The reason I suggest Smoke Bomb is specifically because you're chucking that at your own feet, not at Starline. Thus, you get a moment to hide. If the battle if the battle starts at equal...
Yeah, he won't walk out of a fight. Okay, good. Yeah, he won't necessarily walk out of the fight immediately, because we're trying to make sure that they don't walk out of the fight, because they have the full ability to walk out. If they walk out, you lose.
Yeah, because you're never getting...
If anyone leaves the fight, you lose.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue.
If they get the inclination to walk out of the fight and they can successfully walk out of the fight, you lose.
Yeah. I like how, like, it really varies a lot for these characters, because we have to, like, put disclaimers like, oh yeah, if you're dealing with Starline, that's a bad day. But if you deal with Vector,
so you meet him. Yeah, so if you meet him, you need a smoke grenade, which is probably cheap to manufacture, roughly $100. The anti-tank rifle, which is $6,500. Don't afford ammunition, though, because that's only one bullet you're getting.
Yeah.
The average bullet is probably $300, roughly. Full-blown ghillie suit, I got one at not Costco, but it was pretty good. It actually worked in paintball, roughly $100. That's actually kind of cheap. That's in the 100 to $1 to $100,000 range.
There we are. Something it was. Anyways,
$1,000 to $10,000 range. Yeah, that's the range.
Yeah, that's the range. So 1 to 10,000.
Here's the thing: your odds are low. Here's the thing with this list: we're not including the odds of actually winning. This is just what is the most feasible amount to win within reason. Now, of course, if everyone has the chance to beat everyone fist to fist, the odds do exist. They're fucking zero, basically. It's so damn low.
Yeah,
what are the lowest
what
you can get your odds where you still could win?
Basically, what we're saying is, if you had plot armor, what's the minimum amount of money you need to win?
If God was watching you, what is the minimum you need amount to win? Because plot armor would just be fist to fist, because that's how most of these are settled.
Speaking of, Bell.
Freak.
Poor freaking.
They're made of wood. It's not an actual Eggman unit.
It's you freaking light a Molotov, chuck it at her.
Actually, no, they do have a steel frame under that. Because they did get lit on fire once, so, well, yeah, fist to fist.
Ooh.
Actually, no, set them to the $1 to $100 range. You're needing a crowbar.
You need a crowbar or a sledgehammer.
You actually need a melee weapon of sorts, because they have a steel frame under the wood.
Yeah.
And yes, it has been proven they can fight.
And then we get Amy Rose.
Oh, fuck. So someone who's basically like Sonic but wields a massive hammer. Hey, what is that one guy in the clip, let's say, you know, hey guys, you know me. I forgot his name.
Gosh, I just want to say...
What is it? What's that video? Top 10 hottest Sonic characters.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
Hey, let's quote some history here. This is U.S. history.
May I add that in terms of Amy, we're talking about someone who commands Restoration Forces. She's competent.
Oh, God. Yeah, so they're up there with...
Oh, wait, no, it's personality.
Oh, shit. Here's the thing. They can inherently run fast, so they can close distance way faster than you can react. They have a hammer about the same size as them, which has been shown to be able to tank bullets.
Yeah.
So... Here's the thing.
The Pico Pico hammer.
The reason why we could beat Starline so cheap, it's because he inherently starts off in his fights kind of slow, as in he's more observant.
Here's the issue with Amy.
She's constantly moving.
Yeah, here's the thing with Amy. She always has her hammer as well. She could just pluck it out of hammer space.
Yeah, because hammer space exists. Starline doesn't have anything he plucks out of hammer space, at least instantly.
Yeah, the thing is with, like, Starlight is that, like, for him, in that situation, it's, you throw a smoke bomb, he goes, where are you at? And then you freaking, like, pick him off with the sniper.
He actually bothers to stand still to look for you.
That's the
Amy's
thing.
Constantly moving. You're never getting a good shot.
Yeah. You conceal the freaking, like, rifle from Starlight, you can get one hit off. But still bad. Amy?
She moves too fast. They're constantly moving during their fights. Starlight can stand still, Amy never does, so you're never winning a sniper fight with them. You're never getting that chance.
Like, if you're in a sniper fight situation, she's probably falling back. Because, again, competent.
Yeah, they're smart enough. They realize this. Oh, God.
I mean,
the automatic pistol strategy for Tangle won't work here either, because they actually can block. They can parry and they can block with the hammer, so your pistol isn't going to do much. It's too low of a caliber to actually...
May I add that if you think you can just brute force it by getting like a frickin' 20mm and shooting the hammer to knock her around, you can't. She's strong.
The recoil would break your shoulder. Here's the thing. The 20mm rifle needs to be shot from a floor position. And even then, soldiers complained about it hurting. A 20mm rifle is not something you're going to hip fire or shoulder fire. You need to be lying on the floor, standing perfectly still. You are the perfect target.
You literally need a tank. This is the
okay, so here's your strategy.
Yeah.
For once, we're buffing it up really high. How much is a tank with grape shot? You need tanks with grape shot. That's your one shot is with grape.
Actually,
grape is thick enough to actually break a hammer along with flooring them. You would need grape shot.
I personally advise against using grape shot. It's better to go for an explosive route, try to go for an indirect hit to throw her around, or damage her. Go for high explosive, or shrapnel. You need to hit around the hammer if she blocks with it.
This is what grape shot looks like. Inside a tank barrel, basically. Those balls are big.
Yeah. Again, Pico hammer. I know this sounds like a douchebag.
Hey, I know this. It's just their hammer has been knocked around before in the comics, where the hammer gets hit and they actually kind of react as in they have to withstand the recoil a bit.
That's
grape shot would knock it out of their hand. Because there have been moments where the hammer has been shot and they have had to like basically re-steady themselves, and they've been lower caliber rounds. Not like pistol, but I'm talking like rifle, as in like 20mm, you know, big gun rounds shot by Batniks have actually knocked Amy's hammer to the side before where she had to resteady it. Grape shot from a tank would be that, but doubled. It would knock it out of their hand, and the rest would actually be able to finish.
Very fair, and I'm not against that. It's just between me and you, I think going around the hammer's a lot better than trying to...
Here's the thing, they've dodged explosions. They can dodge an explosion.
Good point. Okay.
They're too fast. There have been so many times in the comics and IDW where Amy has dodged an explosion because it was too fucking slow, apparently.
Okay.
Grape shot, this is why you need grape shot. They can dodge bombs. They can dodge an explosion.
Well, if she can dodge an explosion, what makes you think that she won't just dodge the tank barrel? I like how this video was intended to just be me playing Mecha Break, but it devolved... Well, no, it evolved into this. It evolved into this.
Alright, here we go. A C4 explosion, for example, is virtually instant. Gas is released from explosive at the super speedy rate of 26,400 feet per second. Okay, what is the muzzle velocity of a tank?
Well, I don't mean dodge the tank as in dodge its gunshot. I mean dodge the tank as in stay out of the way. Oh, wait, actually, grape shot would spread, right.
Yeah, grape shot spreads, and Amy has stood in front of a gun multiple times, just kind of waiting.
Okay,
that has happened. Otherwise, every person would miss with a gun when fighting Amy, which, no, they have landed hits.
Good,
so she actually has stood in front of a gun before.
How expensive is a tank? 12 million! She's managed to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, we jumped from, like, Starline. Oh, well, if you get this lucky shit, what would I be around? 12 million. Fuck you. 12 million. There's your budget.
Because this is off of, like, you know, just a natural start. With Tangle, you spray, hope you can hit her tail, and when you do that, it's a much better fight for you. With
Amy Rose is between 10 and 1,000 million because you need a tank with Grape Shot, and this is on the basis of one shot. You've got one chance to do this before you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Before they proceed to send that hammer into the front of the tank and literally catapult you out.
Yeah,
like what Flat Earthers think happened to the dinosaurs.
And freaking, you're dead. You're just cooked. Amy's gonna freaking Pico hammer you to the next afterlife. You're not going to the Christianic heaven. No.
Alright, up next. Oh, great, the Diamond Cutters.
Oh, gosh, the Diamond Cutters. Okay, I will.
So, outside of the obvious solution for that one in particular, let's go with something new.
You can't use Ivotech.
Oh god, they're the psychic, aren't they? I foresee. Oh shit! They have prep time against you. They would have prep time against you. Oh, hey. Well, let's include that. Let's not just completely devalue their power. They have prep time against you. How much? I don't know. But at the same time, she has
ESP.
guessed it before.
She has ESP.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. She brought it up to Whisper that she feels something bad is about to happen before the attack. How long was that before the attack?
That was like that was like before they got sent out to actually do things. So
okay, so that would roughly be they have about
outside. Oh god.
Okay, so let's say half a day of prep time. They have half a day of perception of something is going to happen. Now, it's not specific, like she didn't immediately look over and go, someone's going to betray us, or someone in particular. They didn't name drop. They just said, I've got a bad feeling.
May I add?
So they have vague prep time of, you're going to get in a fight.
Here's the issue with Claire. Military training.
Yeah, another issue with the Diamond Cutters is they fight together. They don't split up, but we're doing a one-on-one, so I don't know. The rest were on lunch.
One-on-one. That's how we're handling things. Because that's fair.
You would not stand a fucking chance against any of them if they actually teamed up.
There is one way to hinder her abilities, Alpha Waves. But even then, she would catch on that something is wrong. And furthermore, she isn't dumb.
Yeah, no one here is dumb. I mean, maybe some exclusions. I mean, the only person you could really use their own stupidity against them is Surge. Because there have been many times where they have just not thought about something before doing it, and it basically cost them a whole fight.
Yes, I will throw myself into this minefield.
That's why Kid exists. Kid exists to make sure Surge doesn't do something stupid. This is a one-on-one. Kid isn't here, so guess what? You get to fight the tank without the mage next to them telling them what to do.
Yeah, you fight the frickin' tank, and the tank is... You're fighting freaking Reinhardt in this frickin' promotional video. Before he freaking grew a brain cell. Oh, boy.
Yeah. But we're not there yet. We're still on the Psychic who actually got prep time against you. Roughly half a day of prep time on the fact of something bad's gonna happen. So hooray! You can't get the jump on them, so we exclude that entirely.
If you freaking walk up to her with Alpha Waves, she's still gonna get the inclination of, oh gosh, today's one of those days.
Well, no, here's the thing. They would have been easy on the fact of... We could have just done the Starline tactic. We can't do that anymore because they would have had an inclination. Therefore, they would not have been oblivious. You can't get the jump on them.
You can't jump them. And they
as soon as a smoke grenade propped, they would immediately either leave the fight, which we can't happen because then we lose. Boom, just like that, you lose if they leave. They'd either leave the fight, that's a lose, or well, congrats, the fight has started now. You actually have to fight someone with military training. Hooray, let's get this started. What do you need to beat someone with military training? First of all, what is their weapon? They have a weapon. Here we go.
They don't have a weapon so much as a utility. The Green Wisp tool, which allows you to blow things away and also hover in the air.
Okay, so they can hover, and they can also just move you around the field.
Yeah, it's literally like a weaponized air blower. I know that sounds stupid, but...
No, it has worked before, that's the problem. That is arguably one of the worst, because I would have preferred fire. Here's the thing, I would just say...
something even worse? You want to know something worse? That isn't their entire kit. Depending... Oh gosh, because Claire has freaking clairvoyance. She probably has more than just her tool. She will come prepared.
Yeah, because the inclination probably told them to bring something. So yeah, they probably did bring something. I'm not your fucking therapist. I'm not your fucking therapist.
I'm not your therapist.
Okay, so here's the thing. They have clairvoyance. Oh god, okay, so they have other utilities. I'm guessing they probably have other weaponry, so we'll just include, like, one of every Wispin, excluding the broken ones that are just, like, you can't necessarily get them naturally.
Let's not go with Wispin route. I think it's better if we focus more on what's feasible for a spec option.
Yeah, fair enough. The problem is, they have an inclination of something bad is going to happen. Yes, they still show up to the fight, so it's not an insta-lose rule. Now you have to hunt them down.
Yeah.
Because they still showed up to the mission, even though they knew that something bad was going to happen. That thing was Mimic betrayed them, and it got them all killed. Still, they showed up to the. They still showed up to the house.
Yeah.
They showed up to the evil haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a brief inclination, which means you can't get the jump on them. So, what do you need? Oh, good God.
You would need prep time in the actual sense of, I kid you not, throwing freaking alpha wave projectors at her wherever the frick she went. But that
What's clairvoyance?
Yeah, the issue is that, like, if she can't tap into her powers, she will still get the gut feeling of someone's out to get me.
That's the thing. So just, yeah, we also, that's also just unnecessary. Okay. We don't need that because they'd already get the inclination. We're just basically throwing money at them and saying, hey, I'm going to whoop your ass. Here's $20.
Yeah, she isn't stupid.
Try. Yeah, try. Keyword try.
Try. We know what your powers are. We know.
Alright, so here's what you'll need. First things first. Anchors. A grappling hook. Probably 2, because just in case the first one fails.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. You can't even use an alpha wave projector to frickin', like, obscure her clairvoyance against yourself, because you'll always be able to track where you are.
Hiding is not an option. Alright, here we go. Hooray, the first actual fight. Here's what you're needing. Get ready to pay for some hospital bills here. First things first, you're going to need 2 grappling hooks so you can actually bolt yourself to the floor and not get swept up into the air and die of fall damage. They would do that. Second thing second, here we go. The M14.
Get an alpha wave projector. You need an alpha wave projector, so she can't tell what you're going to do next. It doesn't matter if she can track you, it's the only way to make sure you don't get screwed over. I'm being like this for a reason, because frickin' ESP is a problem. Like, I'm being genuinely, wholeheartedly serious. Just, yeah, get the frickin' alpha wave projector. How expensive is that?
Here we go. The next gun you're going to be using is the M16 rifle.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you're not using lower caliber rounds. They could get blown out of the air. Yes, they're aerodynamic. However, the power of that Wispin is not to be trifled with. You're going with muzzle velocity here. So rifle rounds are your best choice, because if they do get blown back at you, they would not be whipped back at high speeds.
Out of curiosity, is it better to have an underbarrel grenade launcher for if she goes into cover? Or...
No! No, no, no! They would wipe that shit right back at you like fuck.
Yeah. Accurate.
They would pyro air blast that right back at you so fucking quick.
Air blast.
They'd air blast that right back at you like the soldier from TF2 if you ever tried that with a pyro.
Yeah.
So no underbarrel. You're going with the M16. bring actual ammo this time. Hooray, let's go with the solid 6 mags, because you're probably going to be burning through it.
What the? Wait, uh-huh. I thought we were talking alpha waves as in, like, radiation, not brain waves.
Okay, well, we can't block them in brainwaves then.
You're fake!
Because I don't think that tech exists.
What? Huh? Well, in that case, you're screwed.
So they're reading your mind and they know your very next move.
How do you even win?
Does tinfoil deflect their powers like wearing an actual tinfoil hat? We're dropping the desperation here. Does aluminum foil deflect waves?
It's just... We're not Eggman. We don't have access to this tech.
We don't have access to aluminum foil? I'm kidding.
I don't think aluminum's going to freaking...
Yeah, I don't think it would either. That's the thing. You're really pushing here. Oh,
You're
God.
Screwed.
So
You're actually screwed. Because it's literally, this is the one character that has... I don't think any level of plot armor can freaking, like, protect you from this, man.
I've got an idea. Sonic weaponry. Blast a high-pitched... Basically the equivalent of an E. You know, the high-pitched ringing?
Oh, yeah. Freaking, like, make her unable to focus. That's a good idea, actually.
Here's the thing. You're wearing high-tech hearing protectant. They don't, by default, have that. I don't think the mask they have does either. Yes, it's a million things. Hearing protection is not one of them because it doesn't cover their ears. They're immune to flashbangs, I could say that. They're immune to smoke, they could see through it, probably. That mask does everything, it just doesn't protect against hearing.
Concealers, these are Diamond Cutter's masks. I'm asking because this is an important question. Record audio, videos, real time. Holograms recordings.
So you're using the equivalent of the sonic screwdriver on them.
Yeah. Using audio attacks are valid. I think that's valid against concealers.
Yeah, because then they were never listed as anything that they could deflect. Alright,
yeah,
so there.
Yeah, shatter concentration.
Okay. Shatter concentration. Okay, there's our mental distorter blocker. So
yeah,
you're setting off a sonic grenade at this point. You're setting off a sonic weapon. You're wearing hearing protection, so that's buffed up it. You're using the M16 because it can't be blown back as bad. Full armor because you're full Kevlar because you're always at this point.
For the love of everything, you're dealing with someone who is trained. Do not underestimate them. Do not think, oh, I can just walk out without armor.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, you're going with full gear here just in case CQC comes in, even they get ready to lose.
Yeah.
So back to the list. That would put them. Let me do some deductioning here.
Go back to the list. Military budget. And I want you to average the budget of high-tech audio gear. Gosh, holy crap! This is the first Diamond Cutter of the entire group. I need to, like, genuinely insist upon this. This is the first Diamond Cutter. You still have to deal with a gunslinger? And freaking Smithy! And Mimic! And I'm excluding Whisper because she's gonna be worse than us.
Oh.
Like, I hate being that kind of person. It's just, this is the first Diamond Cutter.
Actually, surprisingly cheap.
Surprisingly cheap despite everything. But you
dude!
Yeah.
$2,000. Roughly.
Okay, so 2,000...
Oh, wait, hold up here. Oh, no, wait, that's weaponry.
Do you really want to skim out on, like, sound equipment? Okay.
No, yeah, you're okay, let's just chalk it up to $10,000 for both the gear and the sonic equipment, just so it's higher tech, because you're not paying the military to defend you here, because they don't give a shit. $10,000.
We'll put her in the 10,000 tier, which even then... This is, like...
10,000 to 100,000, yeah. Gosh. There you go.
Plot armor is doing a lot of the weight carrying on this front. I need to emphasize that.
Yeah.
I like how for everyone...
Here's the thing. Theoretically, everyone with military training would whoop your ass if you don't have any military training.
Yeah.
You just will lose.
You will lose if you're... Listen, whoever's watching this
video. This is cheap. This is, can you beat them on a budget? Whoever you are, we don't know. You could be Average Joe, you could be fucking Chuck Norris.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing.
What is the cheapest you'd need for your Average Joe? Your knowledge will differ from person to person. Do you have military training or not?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. This is no prep time for either sides. Well, obviously, she gets prep time because she fucking predicted you, but still.
I love how freaking Claire was the biggest pain in the nut we've dealt with yet.
Hey, guess who's next?
Mimic! The Mimic!
The Mimic! 100,000 to 1 million. Fuck you. I'm just gonna take a... Actually... No, that wouldn't even... Actually, no, he's a spy. He uses melee. He doesn't have a Wispin.
He did. It was actually the cube one. So the big question
It's not with him anymore.
Yeah, here's the thing. That's still a factor we have to deal with.
Yes. However, his only weaponry that's actually ever shown after the fallout of the Diamond Cutters is a knife.
Yeah,
he isn't stupid. He's more likely to leave the battle.
That's kind of the issue, and if he leaves the battle...
Okay, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Here's your idea. May I introduce you to the trench flamethrower?
Okay, good point, good point. Problem. Pray that everything that you find him.
Yeah, here's the thing. This
please. Impersonate others, organics or robots. You can also replicate perfect pieces of clothing.
Oh, here's what you do. He doesn't have a mask anymore. Here's what you do. Flashbang. You're throwing a... You bring 5 flashbangs. Throw the first. Throw the second. Light them on fire. Throw the third.
Right. just freaking...
Here's the thing. Just start hitting... Here's what you do. You start waylating flashbangs like you're trying to activate the fucking damage phase. Once you've got like 3 on him and he's on the floor, because flashbangs take down military people, because they'll take down anybody, you light him on fire with a trench flamethrower. Don't stop till that fucking tank runs out. Throw a couple flashbangs while you're at it.
I will never get over the fact that when it comes to...
There you go. You actually surprisingly cheap.
You throw everything you can at him. You just keep throwing frickin' flashbangs while setting him
on
fire. You
waylay with flashbangs. That's what you do. Flashbangs and fire.
That's...
Surprisingly, that is kind of cheap. As for armor, you don't need any. He uses knives only.
You jump Mimic.
Just rush him. Because remember, here's the problem. He's most likely to leave the fight. Which is an automatic loss, just in general. One, it's a rule because automatic loss. 2, because he'd actually hunt you down now.
Yeah, you're screwed at that point. Here's the thing. I need to bring this up because, technically, this is a factor that lays unaccounted. I know that you said we weren't going to account for this. The Blue Cube Wispin could actually be a big problem to this.
He doesn't use his Wispin, though. His Wispin isn't with him anymore.
I know. I'm bringing this up merely as a factor, depending on if we're dealing with pre-betrayal Mimic or post-betrayal Mimic.
After betrayal. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with current.
Okay. I do think that's an interesting discussion, but for the sake of our sanity, yeah, we won't bring them frickin' Wispin into effect. Just for our sanity.
Yeah.
That sets him around 100 to 1,000.
Yeah, actually, 100 to 1,000.
Yeah, okay. Surprisingly doable out of all the Diamond Cutters, specifically because
Rush!
Yeah, specifically because this is the one situation he can't
And Zarvok's up there with Amy Rose. You just need a tank with armor piercing. Yes, he can screw with machinery. Actually, hold up, wait. If he can screw with machinery, may I introduce you to the Panzer 38T?
Yeah, minimize
Oh no, the Tiger H1! May I introduce you to the Tiger H1? There are no electronics on that thing, I'm pretty sure. Outside of the engine, that tank... That's worth underpricing. How much is the actual?
Underpricing. Okay, I don't freaking know. No one gives a freaking... Okay, 80... Okay, alright, 80... 1,000 euros.
We aren't compensating for inflation, but yeah, he's already in the 1 million to 10 million.
Yeah.
10 million to 1,000 to 100 million. Yeah. There you go.
Put him in the
Tiger H1 with armor piercing. You've got one shot. Pray to God you don't miss. Because here's the thing, he can't dodge, and his only power is messing with machinery. The Tiger H1 is too old for machinery. There wasn't much there to screw with.
Actually, I do think it's worth carefully analyzing his power set. Because if we have this, we're doing bad. I do think it's fairer to put him in the higher echelon of, like, nearing... I think it's better to put him here, specifically because we are refurbishing old tier tech.
Yes. Yeah, okay, yeah. That actually is fair. 10 million, there you go. 100 million.
Okay,
fair enough, yeah, because you're going to be taking that Tiger H1 and you're going to pull all the electronics out. You're making that shit manual.
Yeah, by the way, good word of advice. Freaking kick the... you want the tank cannon facing backwards. You want all the power you can for running the frick away.
Yeah.
Arguably the mightiest, enough to crush a Whisper with his bare hands and block Sonic's spin attack barehanded.
Actually, wait, yeah, if you want to say we can hire help, we hire a crew for this tank to work with us. No, there you go. Tank crew.
You hire a tank crew.
Amy, you don't necessarily... You might not need a crew with, because it don't fucking matter if you miss that shot. No, fuck.
Well, no, here's the thing. Zarvok might just tank the shot. He might have the physical...
Yeah, that's the thing. Tank crew, there you go. You hire a tank crew.
You hire a tank crew. You get the...
You're fighting him in a tank. He's not fast. He can't necessarily run. Yes, he did survive the explosion in the, when the Egg Palace fell, but he was injured.
Yeah,
you can wear him down. You can kill him.
He can be killed. You want to take. This is the most rational, like, what, 100 million that we've dealt with so far.
There we go. Perfect. So that is more feasible.
Oh, hey, it's the dirty bubble guy.
Throw him up there, too. You know what? Actually, a good chunk of all the Sinister Six are just going up there. You're using a tank battalion, or you're using your tank crew. Okay, the old man, though, that's the thing. He's smart.
Yeah.
No, he'd still be there because we have the military budget. You're hiring a tank battalion to fight him. So everyone else you could probably beat in a tank. For him, you're hiring a battalion because he's just... God, that's the thing.
The issue is with Master Zik is we need to, like, quickly pull up his powers.
His power, he might actually not be winnable.
Okay.
He can swiftly outmaneuver both. Oh, shit.
You need a different tactic for Zik. He can also block attacks. It might be worthwhile to swap munitions to Grape Shot again, maybe?
Yeah, Zik, the thing is, we're dealing with the military budget here. We're still doing probably tank tactics. You're just hiring a battalion at this point. Yeah. Wow, you pull up to his house with the fucking German squad because that's what you need. Also, the reason why I'm saying German is because American tanks were kind of shit back then, and so were British. Well, I am not, for the love of God, do not show up with the fucking Churchill. That shit is ass. He will laugh you out of his house. Rightfully so, by the way. Because that shit is ass.
We're doing with the Babylonians now. Heck yeah.
Oh, the Babylonians. Okay, here we go. Actually, probably up there with the Psychic.
Yeah.
Because it's here's the thing. The Babylonians are basically like the Psychic in the fact of you need the grapple hook to stay to the ground because they are going to try to just kill you with fall damage. Once again, M14, sonic weaponry. No, that we don't need that necessarily in full.
Okay.
The thing is, they fight together.
Yeah, you have to deal with Jet.
But we're doing one-on-one, so...
Okay. Yeah, so Jet first. Freaking very good physical abilities, very used to extreme gears. So you have to deal with the fact that this fricker's running circles around you.
Yeah, and the M16.
And he's a freaking good thief, which means that if he wants to get away, he's freaking going to. He's also a good pilot.
Aim for the gear. That's what you gotta do. Aim for the gear. Yeah. Are you gonna hit it? I don't know. That's not my problem. I'm just the budgeter here.
Yeah, what other equipment does he have? The Type J.
They don't use guns, thank God.
I'm sorry. Wait, you're kidding me? These guys have managed to use wisps before? Frick.
Oh my God.
Well, okay, no, we're keeping wisp powers out of this because that's technically another person being involved. I'm lawyering the frick out of this, but I'm lawyering the frick out of this for sanity's sake. Gosh.
Well, it's just they aren't ever actually shown with wisps much in IDW, so the chances of them actually bringing one are extremely low. I know I'm trying to leave luck out of this, but that's a... Them having wisp-ins is about as surprising as them having an actual gun in the fact of who expected that.
Plot armor. Plot armor. You have plot armor. Don't forget that you have plot armor.
Do forget that, because it's not going to fucking matter soon. Especially when it comes to... If he ever decides to actually just not blow you up and kill you with fall damage, just ram you with that thing, he'll split you down the middle, you're done. So get ready to die, but that's what you do. Same strategy with What's-Her-Face. If you want the sonic screwdriver, sure, that's a good thing to use to maybe slow him down, but in reality, that isn't necessary fully. You could still win without it.
It's not a bad tactic, actually. It's just when it comes to these three, it might be a good idea. You could probably go in naked, as in, like, unarmored. You could try to skim the budget, go with, like, just the audio system. Which is bad. But the issue is
the reason why I'm recommending armor is because he uses wind. He can still blow your bullets back at you.
Yeah. So
that's why you need armor.
The 10K section.
Yes. So same thing there. Actually, yeah, that kind of goes for all Babylonians because they all fight very similar.
Yeah, that's fair, except for like Storm, but Storm.
Storm. Honestly, all you do is you switch from the M16 to a shotgun for when he tries to close range.
Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, don't forget that Wave's smart, too. She's probably the least likely out of the entire group to be beaten, because she probably will freaking catch wind of how stupid this situation is and just bail.
Yeah, so you're trying to break the... This is now on you. We're just the marketers for this. This is on you. You need to make sure they can't leave the fight. If they leave, you lose.
We're like salesmen for like, you want to kill a Sonic character? Here's how. Oh yeah, by the way, these three, do not. Do not. Do not.
You will lose so fucking horribly.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. More diamond cutters.
Oh boy. Smithy!
He shits. Smithy uses a fucking minigun.
Yeah, congratulations. You are into, bad situations.
You know what? Tank. Throw him up there with the tank. I'm not even gonna deal with that shit. You do not want to stand in front of a chain gun. Here's the thing. Theoretically, you could flashbang rush Smithy. You do not. There is no armor I could recommend to you. Oh no, he has a mask. Flashbangs don't work. They probably have that immunity.
Concealer. Don't. May I add, he's also the guy who made this crap.
Yeah, here's the thing. There is no armor I could recommend to you that would be resilient to a minigun. It's just not. Just go with a tank, whatever you want, doesn't matter. Same with Amy Rose, tank grape shot. There you go.
Yeah. Wait, right,
Get ready for your ears to ring.
I just realized, yeah, if we're doing
he can't dodge well, as far as I'm aware. He's a tank. Out-tank the tank. That's how you win.
In that case, if we're going off like mod... Okay, right, that is true. Smithy wouldn't be... the only reason these guys are up here is explicitly because you have to go out of your way to get old.
They're the Sinister Six. They're demigods. You're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah, and you need to hire, like... Okay, here's the
You need to hire a crew. The ones below, you don't need a crew. You could beat without a crew. The ones above, you do need a crew, because you just need the ability to actually drive the tank. The rest, you just need to work the gun. You don't need to even turn on the engine. The rest, you're activating that engine. You're turning that shit on.
May I add that if you're dealing with Smithy, pray to everything that you hit the first shot, because I don't know how powerful that frickin' chain gun is, but if
you're probably not getting a second.
Yeah. It probably, like, just, you get the hit in, but if frickin' Smithy gets that chain gun revved up, pray that your frickin' tank holds, because if it rips through, make peace with God.
And all of these make peace with God.
Yeah, no.
Oh boy, here we go. Time for the other one. Another diamond card. Dear God, we almost done with them. Oh no, we're not. Whisper's here. Fuck you.
Whisper is the worst case scenario out of all of these.
Whisper is honestly the worst one to ever go up against. Mimic is arguably the easiest because of our strategy we found out. But
and then there's Slinger the Ocelot, aka Revolver Ocelot. You're not winning against him in a quick draw competition. He's going to kill you. Get the tank. Just get the tank.
Yeah, I know. Actually, yeah. Odd-wise, get the tank. Yeah, actually, no, yeah, he is a quicker draw to the gun than you. He actually uses a firearm, which means, yeah, that will kill you. Yeah. As in, it's Wispin, sure, it's still a firearm. It's the closest thing to a projectile they have. Yeah, use the tank.
Like, I'm sorry, you're fighting someone
who has dead eye. Here's the thing. Armor could technically resist against it. He's probably going to weave that shit in between your eyeliner.
That's the issue. We're talking about an expert marksman. Oh yeah, may I add that out of the entire group, Slinger is the most of an actual freaking trained soldier. I know that I've like
God. Get the tank.
Get the tank. I know that I've extended that luxury to everyone else. The thing is with the Diamond Cutters is that they're organized. They're
meant to be fighting together. We're separating them just for the fun of it.
Never mind. I'm stupid. They're all trained soldiers. Kill me.
Yeah, you're getting the tank on that.
Get the tank. I freaking love how the Diamond Cutters
What's this? You're real effective? You know what? Fuck you. Grape shot with a tank. Here you go.
I love how, like, if we didn't come up with, like, the sound issue for Claire, she'd probably be in the you don't territory. It's literally shatter concentration rid everything. And even then, you're probably better off just getting the freaking tank for Claire.
You'd never get a shot off.
The others, you're not getting...
They'd leave the fight.
Yeah. Here's the thing about, like, frickin', Slinger. You can't use the same tactic you're using against Claire against Slinger. Or Smithy. Doesn't matter. You get screwed. The sound thing is explicitly only to shatter frickin' Claire's concentration. Slinger's just gonna shoot you before it activates, and Smithy, you might get a good chance, but he has a minigun. Do you really want to take that chance? I know that plot armor's supposed to be in effect. Do you really want to? Are you sure? Are you sure? And then there's
Creed. God.
I'm sorry. I'm ranking
Here's the thing.
cream and cheese is like frickin' together.
They're not free.
They're not free. There's a problem.
Because here's the thing. They can fight. They can fight. Remember, they did have help from Gemerald. They were able to defeat one of the Sinister Six barehanded. With help from Gemerald, they still did that.
Is there anything like express strength, speed, durability, stuff like that? Spin attack. The issue is, in all of this, is that I know this is like the one time where I shouldn't freaking break the rules by doing this. I'm ranking Cream and Cheese together because they're a tag team.
Yes.
I know that, like...
Which good news is this doesn't break ranking too much because it's not like necessarily Cream is a fucking god.
I know that I shouldn't, because I'd also have to rank Kitten Surge together, and I'm not going to do that because they're powerful enough for that. It's just 99%
Here's the thing.
of the time.
They have not split up. Almost like not once in the books were they ever shown separate. And if they were, it's because one was in the other room 2 feet away.
Yeah.
It's black and white.
The issue is with
ranking them together. Here you go, $100 to $1,000. Sorry, shotgun.
Yeah.
Shotgun. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yes, they can run fast. You can pivot faster, probably. You can probably pivot faster and shotgun.
The problem is with like Cream and Cheese is that like if Cream sends out Cheese might smack the shotgun out of the way.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're trying to here you go.
You're having
as for strategy, because you're a sick fuck. As for strategy, try to keep distance. I know with a shotgun it's pretty obvious not to. Try to keep distance. Get ready for them to ever try to leave the fight, because they definitely will. Get ready for the blue ball to immediately head right towards you. Not Sonic. The blue ball, and try to aim fire shotgun with that. Because if not, it gets knocked out of your hand. That's the thing. Cheese will absolutely... Keep an eye on Cheese, because they will try to flank behind you, and if they do, you're kind of screwed, because all you have is a shotgun.
May I add that Cream can fly? You need to deal with that too. You're fighting a battle that you're straight. The odds are so insurmountably stacked against you. Yes, a hillbilly with a shotgun can technically win.
No, it isn't much of a technical. We're talking like they have military strategy intelligence. They kind of don't.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's quite literally, Cream would shout, "Flank him," which there's your. Yeah, if you have functional ears and maybe more than 2 brain cells floating around, you probably got this in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the thing. Oh, gosh.
Chocolate's free.
Okay.
Chocolate's free.
Yeah.
General, no, you can't. I don't think, no.
Should I?
I don't think, General, you could win. No, wait, no. Technically,
EMP,
no.
EMP.
EMP, yeah, EMP bomb. Military budget, because EMPs are expensive as shit.
The issue is with
you're aiming for the military. You're aiming for EMP bomb. Actually, no, they're surprisingly cheap.
Frickin', get some like tier listing stuff like that sorted out. Gymroll is a fun time. The thing is that Gymroll actually has a pretty prolific list, because Gymroll was actually an enemy before everything happened. So yeah, that's fun knowledge. The issue is that I don't know if they have electromagnetic resistance. I can probably get more off of that by researching Metal Sonic. Because that's the big question. They do,
because that's how they... Technically, they don't. Gemworld was controlled by Xena until he ended up socking the side of his head, which then broke the transmitter, allowing him to be fully immune. He would do the same to you.
I'm not talking about, like, interference. I mean, like, a full-on EMP burst. I'm not talking about, like, control.
No, I don't think he'd be resilient. I mean, if you dropped... If you had, like, one of the big bombs, like the 500cc EMP-sized bomb, and you just basically hit the warhead, you'd probably shut him off if he was close enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. The issue
Granted, you'd be blasted with 5G. You're probably never having kids. I don't know what happens when you stand near an EMP, but you probably, might want to get that checked out.
You don't freaking, don't lowball it. Do not lowball an EMP.
So here's what we're doing. We're buying, yeah.
You don't lowball it. You don't lowball that crap. We're putting frickin' him in the million, because you're going for something roughly...
Yeah, 10,000 to 1 million.
Yeah.
100,000 to 1 million, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because EMPs, even the most expensive, are not 1 million. Metal, you lose.
This little crap's a freebie. And this is the last time I'm gonna rank 2 characters together.
Cream and Chocolate, once again, up there with, Vanilla and Chocolate are up there with Cream and... Fucking... They're in the same spot! Same strategy. Technically, you could get away with the same strategy. You're even worse if you try this, though, but you kinda could win.
With Vanilla is that she's a lot... Wait, actually, hold the hell on. I need to pull up Vanilla's profile real fast, because she's a very interesting
We're gonna find out she's like an ex-Navy SEAL or some shit and has over 1,000 confirmed kills.
The thing is, like, Vanilla is that, like, she has been kidnapped before. The issue is that in IDW, and I think, like, a lot of other things, she literally has the Intimidating Presence perk.
Yeah, I know she has the Intimidating Presence perk, however, keep in mind the people who kidnapped her were probably, fucking, what's-their-face?
Eggman kidnapped her. Eggman kidnapped her.
Are you shitting? Well, God.
It's Eggman.
Yeah, it's Eggman. I'm pretty sure I doubt he took that really seriously, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those...
It's just, the thing is with, like...
She does have Intimidating Presence.
Yeah, that's something
I don't know what to do about that in the fact of, yes, it is extremely terrifying. They're using it against Sonic characters, which honestly, if you ask them very nicely, yes, if you ask them very nicely, they'd probably back down from a fight. Excluding some, but yeah, if you asked,
I'm going to say, this is the funniest
the robbers,
thing
I forgot their names. Ah, crap.
Freaking
the robbers, literally the two in that image.
Rough and Tumble.
Yeah, if you asked Rough and Tumble nice enough to not rob your store, they'd probably leave. So, intimidation, yes, that is true. That's probably about as intimidating as you with the shotgun. In the fact of, if you walked up and said, I have to do this, that's kind of the same intimidation factor of Cream saying, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, in all of this, is that, like, you're running off actual intimidating presence rules, as in, like, intimidating presence as it works in the frickin', like, actual game. Because sometimes just saying frickin' intimidating presence stuff, like, just triggers a fight. Like, if you do it to, Caesar. Sometimes it actually freaking breaks people. In other cases, like Caesar, you just get a fight. Intimidating presence only goes so far, sadly. But yeah,
it's good at persuading a robber to leave your house. When someone's been determined to hunt you down with a shotgun, it doesn't do much other than trigger the fight early. Yeah. Which, I mean, technically you could use that to your advantage if you had prep time. Metal Sonic's a no-go. I'm not even fucking entertaining that shit.
Do not! It's not worth it!
Blaze is a god. Blaze can't die. You don't.
With all due respect,
Blaze like, cannot eat.
Before we move on to Blaze, I just want to get
fighting Blaze is like fighting Moku. She can just be reborn, as in they literally reform.
Give me a second. Sonic Blaze. I need to like double check this. I have to. Because like the thing is with like her is that like I do this.
I think they're an actual god, that's the thing.
She's a princess, and the guardian of the Soul Emeralds.
Here's the thing, they can call upon the Soul Emeralds whenever they wish. Just don't, no, you can't. There's nothing I could recommend to you.
You don't have the tech.
Because here's the thing, even if you did theoretically win, they would just be reborn and then promptly erase you from existence by snapping their fingers. You're done. Here's the thing, they have the ability of pyrokinesis. That doesn't sound like enough. Knowing that, they probably snap their fingers and you burst in flames from the inside out.
You die. You die.
It's just like, you know how at the cellular level, there's gaps in between? Well, guess what? I'm gonna set fire to those gaps. There you go. Cope with that. That's probably what she'd do if you managed to kill her once and she just reborns.
I don't think she has the rebirth ability. I think you're getting her confused with the Phoenix. Doesn't matter.
It's no different. You don't have the tech.
Thing is that like with her, is that like typically it's hard to separate her from the Soul Emeralds. She's always around them.
You kinda can't. She's the god of them. She can just call them.
You don't. You can't prevent that. If you freaking jump her and she realizes, oh, this is a problem. She freaking just goes burning blaze mode and you die. You die.
Yeah, you lose. So yeah, don't try that. Yeah, no, you don't.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy. 2 seconds here, I'll be right back. As for him, oh boy, he actually has a firearm. That's the best part. This is gonna be an interesting 1v1. It is possible.
Fight. Wow.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay.
Here we go.
Awesome time.
1,000 to 10,000. Once again, full gear and a fully automatic pistol, you probably got the win. He does have a firearm. You wear Kevlar. It's not a high caliber.
Okay, the next two are just freaking civilians.
Civilians for yeah, free.
No.
No. One to 100. A knife.
I know that like because free is like literally people who are heavily gimped. I need to freaking check Omochao.
Yeah. Omochao, you could grab by the arm and throw down a dumpster. Oh, God.
I know I'm being like,
call me a dick. Omochao, I could punt like a tiny rat dog across the room. I mean, he'd be more apt to leave, but yes, that's a loose scenario. What?
Omochao is omnipotent and freaking, like, just freaking is stupid durable. That's it. You're just gonna spend all day bashing his head into the ground.
Yeah, that's still a win scenario. You got the win, buddy. Your ankles are gonna hate you tomorrow from curbing, but yeah, sure.
I shouldn't be laughing this hard. It's so freaking funny. Tails Adventure. Oh! I should play that sometime. Huh. Anyways. Okay, now we have to deal with...
Who's next?
First, I want to pull these up. Because I want to make sure I'm not underestimating them. Knight the Owl. Here we are. These guys aren't much. They're just civilians.
Yeah, they are.
Their most prolific thing was actually in the,
Metal Virus, where they played Radio Boy.
Yeah. They actually are recurring characters, though. That's sick. I actually really like that. But yeah, these guys don't really have power.
Civilian.
They're civilian. I guess technically they'd fall in the free category.
I don't know if you could win a fist fight, potentially. Not the other guy. The other guy actually seemed to have some experience. He has a hammer. You would lose. He is a mechanic. You would need a crowbar of sorts because he actually does have a weapon.
I think it is really cool that, like, these two are actual recurring characters. These guys are free. I'm so glad they show up again. I'm so glad they do. Because I thought they'd be one-offs after Darkest Hour, but the fact that they actually freaking, like, are recurring characters is the coolest freaking thing ever. I love IDW for doing this. It's great. Like, I know I'm going on a side tangent. That's just... It's just good. I like it. Wait, the bad investment... Ah! The frickin' crap bucket. Ah, I feel that, man. That's
What did they do? Though. Cook meth? Did they do Walter White?
No. Oh.
Right, Clutch, we already did Clutch.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to double check.
That cane is a gun. However, I don't think it's high caliber.
You still get Sim stuff.
Yeah.
Seasoned Thief, Master Criminal, Experienced Pickpocket. He's also good at faking death, but if you're competent enough, you'll know to double tap.
If you double tap, if you triple tap, you make damn sure there isn't anything left to come back from. Like, if he comes back from that, he's a necromancer, then, yeah, you're pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, just wanted to double check. Big the Cat! Yay!
Big the Cat, I don't want to fight him. Here's the thing, Big the Cat could sit on you by accident and kill you, so you'd actually need a gun. Here's the thing, Big the Cat would roll over onto you when you tried to climb his back with a knife and crush you to death. You just get a gun.
This is what happens when you have
humane, actually have a soul. I mean, yeah, this is probably after you fought fucking Chocolate and Cream. Have a soul, you bastard. At least get a gun, because, yes, he could theoretically roll onto you and crush you and kill you, because he weighs that much.
Yeah.
So, 100 to 1,000, there you go.
I need to, like, double check. Okay, superhuman strength as well. The problem with Big is... We have a problem. Enhanced durability.
Enhanced durability.
Tank?
10 gauge shotgun.
10 gauge. Are you sure that will work? Because he took a hit
Fine,
from
50 caliber
hammer.
rifle. That's a Zombot version.
That is true. But they've been shown to at least be knocked around backward by hits such as from Amy's hammer, much unlike Big.
Here you go, fine, okay. Okay, 10,000 to 100,000, 20 millimeter anti-tank rifle.
Yeah, well, 10,000, 100, okay, 10 to 100, yeah, that sounds valid for Big. This is the joke character of
1,000 to a, no, go down one.
1 to 10.
1,000 to 10,000, yeah, 1 to 10K, 20 millimeter anti-tank rifle. That should do it.
I mean, you want to, like, buy a few extra rounds.
Sure, but honestly, the anti-tank rifle was only $6,000. Yeah. 6,500 if we're specific, but yeah, you should be good. No armor needed.
This is the funniest freaking tier for him, might I add. Omega!
Oh god. EMP. Don't fight him. He has guns.
Anger issues.
He's a gun with anger issues. You're gonna fucking lose. Orbot and Q-Bot free.
I want to make sure that they don't have some sort of trick up their sleeves.
They self-destruct with the explosive force of a nuke.
That's still a win. Powers and abilities. Oh no. It's just ball. It's just.
Yeah.
These two are probably gonna run away from you. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's the thing. They are more apt to run.
Oh gosh. You also have skills in cleaning, like that's gonna help in an actual physical fight. They're more likely to run. I would suggest freaking getting guns to shoot. I get they're in free. You want an actual gun to take them down with.
Yeah, they are mechanical after all with armor, sure.
Yeah.
1,000 to 10.
Yeah.
100 to 10, there you go.
Yeah, 100 to 1,000. Okay. I don't recognize this character.
Yeah, that's the one in the Sonic IDW that hands Blaze her emeralds and says, "Here you go."
Wait, no, he's a trained soldier.
Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. 1,000 to 10,000. I'm fucking sick of this shit. 1,000 to 10,000. Here you go. Machine gun. M60. You know what? Since we have the budget, fuck you. The M60. Just kidding.
Oh gosh. Tails!
Yeah, you could probably get away with the automatic tail. Oh, come on! The next 4 aren't even fair!
Do we just shove Tails, Knuckles, and Silver into you don't tier?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I feel like the definitions.
You can't outsmart Tails. Knuckles would whoop your ass, and Silver has the ability to just turn you off like a light switch if you tried shit.
It's literally are you familiar with his 06 voice line?
It's no use. That's what he do. You know what happens? You get in your tank, you just hear, "It's no use."
Oh my god! He just throws you off a cliff and just goes, "Oops, my bad."
Yeah, that's what he does. He goes, "It's no use." You turn blue, get pulled to him, and thrown off a cliff immediately.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whisper.
Knuckles, Whisper. No, I'm not even. You know how you beat Whisper? You bomb her day and night. Military budget.
She just like. She goes to the place, you don't even show up, she looks up to the sky and notices like a freaking barrage of planes flying above her.
You see that, Shadow? That's an AC-130. Come on. What does Whisper see when she looks up? Is that the fucking A-10?
Listen, if we're going military budget, we're going all in.
What is that? See that? Hold up. Let me get the video. Hold up. I've got the perfect video for this. Hold up.
I think the question is... how durable is a blue cube?
Yeah, because she has all the cubes. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. She has the rainbow.
You know what you do? This. She shows up to the field and sees this shit. This is what happens when she shows up to the field.
Yeah! Literally.
You have the military budget. Here's what happens when you show up to the field. Day and night.
Oh gosh. Even then, I don't know if this is like good enough or not. This is the only freaking like solution though. This is like literally the This is the only feasible solution I have to Whisper.
Yes, there's our feasible solution to Whisper. Day and night.
Scorch the area and run.
If you want to be extra pedaz, drop napalm. Do anything.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Remember what Eggman said? I could bomb him day and night, and it isn't good enough. You know what? Actually, you know what? You know what you do?
Yeah.
10,000 cc bomb. I would love to see you survive a 10,000 cc bomb from 18 different jets that fly right overhead. Black wings. Fuck you. Live that. You get a black wing because they're hard as hell to see and they fly at an altitude that's unfucking recognizable, and you drop a 10,000 cc bomb on their head. That's what you do. You have the budget of the military. If that doesn't work, 6 more are on the way. Remember the U.S. Saying, if the first bomb doesn't make it in 10 minutes, the next 6 are free.
Yeah.
If the first one arrives cold, the next 6 are free.
Oh gosh. Okay. I need to make the thumbnail of this just freaking Whisper staring into the sky at the freaking bombing like, oh god.
Yeah, no, that's what you do. Yeah, that's what you do. Call of Duty Warzone Vanguard Battle of Votric live event. That's what you do.
Yeah, Battle of Verdansk. I think that's pronunciation. I don't bloody know. Anyways. But yeah.
That's the thumbnail. Whisper looking up at that, because that's what you need to win. Yeah. Alright, next.
First things first, I need to, like, double-check, because the question is Blue Wisp, Cube. Tunk. That's, like, the issue with, like, Cube.
Here's what you do. You bury them under 10 feet of napalm.
Yeah.
Done. It's like, yes, the Blue Wisp does exist. However, I could bury you under napalm and bomb you day and night. That thing's running out of power. You're using that military budget, because if you don't...
If you don't, you're dead. You die. Whisper's one of the few cases where if you freaking let her get away, you're just dead. And her freaking best... Do I have to say anything? Do I even have to say anything?
Yeah, no, we don't necessarily. Alright, who's next?
Okay, the one question I have is particularly Cube. That's my issue. I don't know how durable a Cube Wisp is. As in, like, how durable are the cubes?
If the cube can survive a 1,000 cc bomb, then I think it's out of energy for the next.
Yeah, it's true.
And we're dropping a bunch.
May I add that, like, this still is, like, under the impression that plot armor is in your favor, not hers. Because there's a chance that she can just freaking bunker down somewhere where all your freaking bombs miss or aren't powerful enough.
You know what? Here's the thing. We have the military budget. Fuck you. An atomic warhead, if that doesn't work. I want to see you survive an atomic warhead. Yes, that isn't cheap. However, we're going off the cheapest. If the bombing doesn't work, we're out. We still have some budget left. We're dropping an atomic warhead. Fuck you.
screw the civilians' casualties. You need to die before you kill us. I like how Whisper's the most feasible character out of the entire list. If anything, this is the kind of arsenal that, like, everyone else should be susceptible to.
Oh, no, here's the thing. If we wanted to, every single person here could be defeated with the atomic warhead. That's kind of the do-in-all, but that is the most expensive option, and we're trying to be cheap here.
Oh, yeah, like, frickin' you can nuke Sonic, Shadow, Metal Sonic, or Eggman.
No, you can't, but, we're going off the rest of the list here. Everyone on the list that isn't up at the top. Not at the top.
I think it's just at a row below. I'm just gonna put nuked here.
Look up the pricing of a nuke. Why? How expensive is a nuke? Let's see.
A few $1 million to hundreds of millions or even billions. Either way, it's just...
Then they just go in the 10 million, 100 million to billion.
That's fair. Gosh, it's just, I feel bad for, like, chucking these two here. It's just...
Well, it's not necessarily like we're devaluing them here. We're just saying that, hey, this is what the military budget's being spent on.
Yeah.
We go from tank warfare to an atomic bomb if needed. We have the budget.
It's literally...
Or we're using the budget.
May I add that this is the military budget to kill one person?
Yes. Thank God the next two could be defeated with a watering can, basically.
Oh, yeah. Frickin' EMP.
EMP.
EMP. Gosh, I don't really know if... whatever. Just chuck these two into EMP.
Who the hell is that?
Who is that?
We're going down the execution list. Who the hell is this guy? Mickey Von Roderick Mouse?
There we are! Brady.
Brady's a trick-or-treater. Sometime prior to the Halloween night, she, along with her friends, would build a robot that would plan to steal Halloween candy by tricking kids. As we arrive home from the atomic warhead dropped on Whisper, we clench our fists and drop them like a mouse, because free.
I feel so
Wow, we
bad
just went
for
from top to
her.
bottom just like that. I went from an atomic warhead on Whisper, if need be, from the CC bombing, to clench your fist and just cold clock a child. Oh, this list is so sad. I hate this video. I love this. This is so cool. I hate this so much.
Oh, gosh. Oh, frick!
Oh, God.
Oh, this one actually was strong enough to knock out Vector. Oh.
But can he beat the Goku? But can he beat the shotgun technique? No.
Shotgun.
It's like, I'm strong enough to cold clock Vector. Can you cold clock Buck? Can you cold clock Buckshot? If he can, then we lose. If not, Buckshot.
Okay, I think at some point
Lanolin.
I need to, like, double check with, like, Sonic, well, like, frickin' Tails and Knuckles, cause I just need to double check them. The issue is with Tails that he's capable of keeping up with Sonic to some extent. Don't know. Lanolin! On the sheep IEW.
Lanolin is a military director. Or military,
She commands the second-gen Diamond Cutters.
Yeah, second-gen Diamond Cutters. Actually, yeah, they actually do have military training at this point. Yeah, they're basically another Diamond Cutter. Put them in the same category.
Yeah. And
no, really, yeah, just throw them in the Diamond Cutter category. Congratulations, you jumped from civilian, which would be free, to the 10,000 to 100,000. You are actually, yeah.
You are a threat. You are a threat. Just want to make sure that, like, we scale her right. Frickin' give me your powers.
I mean, yeah, they have that bell ability.
There we are. I'm stupid. Anyways, okay. Well-trained fighter, being able to confront even Whisper. What the fuck?
Well, no, yeah, well, honestly, when she confronted Whisper, Whisper was in the middle of having a breakdown, so that wasn't really much of a challenge in the fact of Whisper didn't throw a punch.
Yeah. That's fair.
Lanolin basically put Whisper in a chokehold, and even the people who like Whisper complained about the fact of, no, that's not how that fight would have gone.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Lanolin put Whisper in a chokehold, and Whisper basically curled up and cried. Even the people who supported Whisper, or Lanolin and Whisper, said, no, Whisper would have fucking cold-clocked Lanolin. That fight would have gone so much different.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. That. Okay, the bell is a problem. That's actually
yeah. You're not blocking that.
You're not. No, even with a yeah, she's in Whisper tier. Mainly because it doesn't matter if you're sitting a frick. She's a problem. She's a problem. She's in the Diamond Cutter tier. It's just pray that either the tank has good sound muffling. And if that doesn't work, bomb her, bomb her, bomb her.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, tank crew. Alright.
Okay, now we have to deal with Kit.
Kit could be done in with a shotgun if you're fast enough.
I mean, the issue is water.
Kit is hesitant. Kit is hesitant.
Well, the main question is, how durable is he?
That is true. He is made with the metal virus strain.
Well, in our stuff, he is. Like, in our frickin' tabletop, he is Proto-Metal Virus. That's kind of the thing, but that's not canon.
I mean, he could have cybernetics. It'd be mental cybernetics to allow him to actually use the water. Not necessarily as in a titanium skull to resist buckshot.
Yeah.
He's hesitant, which is why I'm so chalked up to, yeah, you could do him in with a shotgun if you're fast enough.
I mean, you could just unplug him with a good shot.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, yeah, that's just technically a victory because you kill him. But I want to make sure that we're doing this right.
You know what I just realized?
Mm-hmm.
Surge may actually be so much easier than we thought.
That's a good point. But
here's the funny thing with Surge. Surge is up there with Sonic, technically, with almost unbeatable. You know what you do?
Yeah?
You put down an anti-tank mine, and you say, I bet you can't crush this under your foot, you pathetic, tiny person. They will kill themselves. Done. That's what you do. You place down an anti-tank mine, and you say, I bet you can't crush this under your foot, you pathetic person. They will do it just to spite you and kill themselves.
It's just no balls. Just no balls. You just no balls her.
Here's the thing. They're cocky. They do that. They're more cocky than they are a competent fighter. They would do that to prove you wrong before killing you. You place down an anti-tank mine, and you say, I bet you can't crush this under your foot, you pathetic person. And they do that. The insult gets them, you know, all riled up. They see red. They run over. They stomp on an anti-tank mine and blow themselves up in the process. They're not invincible. They're durable. An anti-tank mine on someone that size would be the equivalent of a shotgunning a rat.
Yeah.
They're durable, but they're not expecting it. And they probably don't know what an anti-tank mine is because they don't know almost anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not stupid, but they don't know. They don't know that's an explosive.
Enhanced durability.
Oh my god!
Oh, here's the funny thing. Oh! Oh, good lord! She is Metal Virus!
Tremendous durability, lethal impact from... Oh god. With nothing more than... She got... Are you fucking kidding? That do nothing.
Oh gosh,
Wait,
they both have durability. Get the nuclear warhead, it's not worth it. Wait, no,
oh, yeah, that is true. Wait.
Get the nuke, get the nuke, get the nuke.
Kit wouldn't.
Kit?
Surge might.
Surge would freaking jump on the warhead like an idiot. Kit would not fall for that, you'd have to bomb them.
Yeah, actually, that does make sense. Yeah, chalk them up. That's... Yeah, no, it's same durability, that is true. Okay, yeah.
That is a freaking problem. That's horrifying.
I could bomb him day in and day out, but that doesn't prove anything. Well, not to us, I'm sorry.
Well, to us, it still solves the problem. It's killing them, that's the problem.
Alright, who's next? Yay! We just got to nuke 2 other people, who's next?
One of our favorite characters, I think. Check.
A fox?
No, it's...
No, not Tails. I'm dumb as a brick. I can't see.
Frickin'... I'll just put her in the... Here for now, just to, like, get your attention. It's her. Frickin'...
Yeah.
Show up in the tabletop before?
It's so bit crushed, dog. I'm sorry, I can't see them.
Screw it. Okay.
Oh, them!
Yeah. What was her name again?
They're the caveman. I'm gonna be honest. They don't know what a gun is. They have a boomerang. Shotgun.
Yay.
Sticks the badger. They're not easy to beat in a fist fight. Yes, they're a caveman. They know everything about the caveman, including how to cold clock you. Shotgun.
I love how so many of these freaking characters either default to just shotgun, or...
Shotgun or nuke. There is no in-between, really. Shotgun or nuke. That's what I'm starting to realize. I could either shoot you in the face with a shotgun, or I need to drop a gigaton warhead on you.
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
That's another trick-or-treater.
That's another... They're going in the freaking...
Free. They're kids.
They're kids.
It's a trick-or-treater kid.
Who knocked out Vector somehow. They're a threat.
Everyone else I get taken to fight. That one kid, I pull a shotgun. It's just like everyone else, I'm basically just pushing over until they cry uncle. The next kid, bang!
Not worth it. Not worth it. It's so freaking funny. Okay, I need to, like, double check so I don't screw anything up.
Yeah. We don't know. Maybe the next kid has a concealed firearm. We all push him over, he fucking shoots me in the face.
Oh, gosh. Noah and Rowdy. Okay, so first, Noah. Fish dude. That's a free. He's also very compatible with Max as he along with his friends. Okay, the issue.
Well, they don't have one, so
it's a child. That's a free, and
it's like they're compatible with mechs. Well, I don't see a mech, so as long as I don't bring a mech and give it to you, I think the fight's pretty in my court here. The ball's in my court.
Oh, okay, so Rowdy's the actual engineer of the group, but they're still a child.
They don't have any tech on them actively.
You're jumping children.
They may have a phone. Dude, you're jumping again.
What is wrong with you?
EMP on the last guy. EMP because it's a machine.
Not worth it. This is our tier list.
Here's our tier list. Whoop-de-doo. Yay!
I love how, like,
some people...
Yeah.
So here's how it goes. So here's how the tier list looks. Either the most likely case for these people are you use a shotgun or you're using tanks and bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so freaking... Give me a second. I want to, like, pee real fast. This is funny as nuts. Wow.
Bruh. Holy shit. It's so stupid. Cold clock. You're getting a cup of coffee. What happened to you? What happened to you? Hey, I'm back. Where's that? All right.
I'm back, by the way.
Yo.
May I add that specifically for frickin' Tangle and Tails, specifically because they have longer range weapons, if you just drop a nuke on them, they might just break the darn thing before it hits the ground, thus rendering it inert. You have to bomb them first and force them into a situation where they can't see it coming.
Yeah.
Like, I know how pedantic that sounds, but if we're dealing with Tails, you have to do that. There is no workaround.
Yeah.
Anyways, frick, is there anyone we're
I'm
missing?
burnt out.
This is the funniest freaking, like, tier list I think we'll ever make. I'll never get over the fact that, like, 3 of, like, the 4 children are just free, because you're jumping kids. But the frickin' vampire one, oh, they knocked out Vector, you need a gun. These are just kids. What is wrong with them?
Dude, we brought a shotgun to Cream.
Yeah. We have issues. I love how, like, all the diamond cutters are, like, high up the tier list, like, for various reasons. Claire is just a bit lower, not necessarily because, like, she's not a threat, she freaking is. You have to hop through a lot of hoops to kill her, but she's just a bit less on the frickin' list. And then Mimic, you just need a shotgun to kill, that's it.
No, a flamethrower and flashbangs. You just...
Right, yeah. You just stock up on flashbangs, freaking, like, one-arm the men while freaking shooting him with a flamethrower. That's, like, the worst way for him to go. He gets taken down like he's freaking, like, from The Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, out of all the diamond cutters, Whisper's at the top specifically because she's, like, all of them combined into one. And at that point, we just threw our arms up and just went, frick it, screw it, bomb her. Bomb her right now, then drop a nuclear warhead on her. U.S. defense budget, just kill her. And then there's still characters that we just look at and go, we don't even want to bother. If you're freaking in a fight with one of these characters, you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the funniest freaking tier list ever. I love it. I think that's our video. I think this is all the footage I needed. I thought...
Alright, perfect.
I was just gonna play freaking Mech Break. But no, we came up with a better idea of tier listing how to kill Sonic characters. Specifically IDW. This is the best freaking thing ever. I'm ending the recording here. We can't top this with any Mech Break gameplay.